Hi, everyone. Welcome to our call today about Life Activated. I'm here with my friend Megan. I'm joining you from Utah. Megan's out in Southern or Northern California. And we were in our other company together as leaders and coming together in activation in not only helping people look their best, but also feel their best. And she's a really powerful story to share. We have amazing products. And one of our topics that we've been hearing as Megan has started sharing is if this company's 15 years old, these products are proven by science. Why haven't I heard of it? So, Megan, we're going to deep dive into your story a little bit more and give an overview of LifeVantage, the products, and what we're doing right now. So, let me go ahead and share my screen. I'm such a visual person, so it's like, let's show you what we're doing. And then let's just go into presenter mode. All right, Megan, you came in at the perfect time with LifeVantage and activation story because we just had our biggest launch in company history, truly breaking records that none of us anticipated. We knew this product launch was going to be big. We had no idea it was going to be this big. We keep saying what we have was incredible. It was an amazing fire what was going on. But when we just launched the GLP-1 natural activator, it was truly like throwing gasoline on a fire. And I don't know if your husband's ever done that, if you've ever done that, but my husband's done this camping a few times. And every time it happens, his mom's always like, "Ah, Zach, like it's even bigger than you expect." You know, you pour that gasoline in and it's like whoosh. That is what happened in Kansas City at this product launch. We sold out 5 months of inventory in almost 12 days. Within 24 hours, they had announced to us that we were less than 50% of our, or more than 50% of our inventory sold out. And I know that that was one of the draws to you as well. So if you want to tell us a little bit about your background and your story and what brought you to LifeVantage.
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Megan, and I live in Northern California. I am a mom to two, and my husband is a firefighter. So, speaking of fires and flames and all those things, we have a really busy life. Soccer is our world, and we are usually at the field in some capacity. Over the years, I've always been super active. I have been into running. I was a club softball player. So, definitely always fit, always really just very active person. And after kids, it was really hard to kind of get that look back, right? To really feel myself. And I know that after my first daughter, I lost the weight pretty easily. And then after having my son, I just could not lose the weight to save my life. I tried everything. I was the person that counted the calories, tried a new diet after 90 days, hoping it would work, was super active, going to the gym at ungodly hours, just trying to get it in, and just nothing would work. And I was really defeated, and it was frustrating. And, I was unhappy. I was very miserable. And I'd say about a little over a year ago, I happened to come across a company that was selling like a synthetic drug, right, which is pretty common right now, and it was for weight loss. And so I was like, why not? I mean, at this point, I've tried everything else, right? Like, let's just see if it works. And in that time frame, I want to say it was 9 months, I lost 25 pounds. And I was super happy. I was like, oh my gosh, finally. And it was great. I had no complaints. And after that time frame of, getting to that pretty much desired weight, I kind of teetered off because I knew it wasn't something that I could stay on forever. And I just kind of went about my day. I had kept in contact with Courtney via Facebook, et cetera. And, at the time I kept seeing the liquid collagen that she was posting, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that's interesting. But I wasn't really interested in learning about liquid collagen. Um, until she started posting about GLP-1. And then that really got my attention because I knew it had some component with the previous medication that I was taking or using. So I reached out to her and I was like, okay, what is it that you're doing exactly? Like, this sounds familiar. Tell me more about it. And so I just jumped in. I said, why not? Why not take something that is actually good for me? Because I did at one point try to go back onto the medication just, to get through the end of summer. And I got really sick. and super nauseous. And I couldn't, it wasn't something that I could do anymore. So I reached out to Courtney. We started the journey together, you know, being in Rodan and Fields together, or our previous company together. I was like, why not? Let's just do it, especially if it is a company that is backed by science, that has the credibility, which I know is super important. I'm in the medical industry by trade, and I have been in the company for, gosh, a little over a month, and I am loving the products already. I could tell a difference within the first, I'd say, week and a half, 2 weeks. I even sent my husband a text and was like, I feel really good. It's weird. I think because I've never felt this good, you know, before consistently. I'm working out more consistently. I'm not taking naps anymore like I used to in the middle of the day. So I'm super happy with the results I've seen so far. And yeah, I'm excited to try everything else that LifeVantage has to offer. So sorry if I rambled.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. This is the commonality that I have been hearing, Megan, of people that are around our age. We've hit that point in life that it's like the gig is up. It's time to actually start helping our body make what it's needing to fuel our bodies just to get through the day, right? I mean, I know for me, my brain is like my phone with, I think there's 238 tabs open in my Google. And that's how my brain is most days. And I know with you being a soccer family and a nurse and all the things, we are multitasking, which takes energy. And now that I've learned what LifeVantage does, I was like, where has this been? And why haven't I heard of what our main flagship product does, reducing oxidative stress? I had never heard of oxidative stress. Let us know in the chat if you have heard of that, if you knew about that. Because when I started looking up oxidative stress being the root cause of basically everything and deep diving into PubMed, I was like, wow, this has been around and why haven't I heard of it? And I know, Megan, that's what you've been seeing a lot. And so that's what we want to help answer your questions tonight and to help give you a solution for if it's something that you're looking for your health or for your wealth benefits. Because right now we have such a unique opportunity in the business opportunity and also with these products truly fueling your body in a way that we haven't ever seen before. The LifeVantage motto is take it to make it. So you take something to help your body make it on its own. So we'll dive into that a little bit further. But one of the reasons why you are seeing this growth in LifeVantage is because of the visionary leadership with the CEO, Steve Fife. He is phenomenal. He was the CFO. He is a business guy. He's a numbers guy. And so him being the CFO of LifeVantage, they asked him to be the CEO. And when he came into that role, he went to the board and said, if I'm going to be the CEO, you have to be willing to make changes. And he looked at the company and said, we're good. We're flat. You know, it's a flat line. He had gotten them out of debt. It's a debt-free company, millions of dollars in the bank. But are we playing the game to win or are we playing not to lose? And I know those of you that are sports fans like us, we know the difference when the team is playing to win and then when you start panicking and you're playing not to lose. It's not the same game. And so right now where we are playing to win and we are winning in such a big way, and the leadership does matter. The team that's behind you and making these decisions, they matter a lot with our programs, our trips, and the products that we have. And so that's where we really got our core value in being an activation company, activating your cells, being recognized in Newsweek magazine. If you want to look up that article, we were recently featured as being the pioneers in activation in nutrigenomics, which is biohacking your cells. It's pretty cool the way that this can be done, financially transparent. Go check out our stocks on the NASDAQ. They have been climbing. I'm sure you guys can imagine what's happening with the stocks with the GLP-1 being accredited by our peers, having multiple patents and studies on our product. I highly recommend you go look up on pubmed.gov. Look up whatever your health thing is that you're wanting to do. Look up oxidative stress and then look up oxidative stress, NRF2 or Pro Tandem. It's pretty phenomenal. And then Forbes magazine. So this is our spotlight. This is like our core product flagship. It's not sexy. It's not one of those demonstrable products that you're going to see a lot of benefits, but this is the product that you feel a difference. Essentially, this reduces oxidative stress on average by 40% in 30 days. Now, I know we all know what the word stress is, and we know that stress is not a good thing. So, if you could reduce your stress by 40%, do you think that that would help your life? Definitely, right? And so basically, this product goes in and it helps your body create its own antioxidants, bringing in over 72 trillion antioxidants. There's no way that we could fulfill that by eating blueberries all day or broccoli or other antioxidant foods because the diet we just cannot sustain. This is the air that we breathe. This is the food that we eat. This is if you've had AirPods in your ear today, in your ears today, you have oxidative stress. If you've eaten a McDonald's French fry, you have oxidative stress. It's just what happens. And essentially, it's like rust on our cells. And living in Utah, we would never store our nice bikes outside all winter long because if we went to go ride them in the spring, what would those bikes look like? They would be covered in rust. And we know how well a bike works when it's covered in rust. That's what happens to our cells. So if you had a way that you could go in and remove that rust and get those cells opening the neural pathways open again, do you think that that's something that could help amplify your life? Absolutely. This is a product I will take forever. And they brought in this activated liquid collagen. And I know Megan was like, okay, I'm not really interested in collagen, but she could see the difference, right? This product is what brought in the demonstrability into LifeVantage. The collagen I was taking was not giving me the results that I was seeing with this activated liquid collagen. If you start seeing the legs, the stretch marks, the wrinkles, for me, it was my hair. My hair was super short and like breaking off and falling out. And I'm a big hair girly. When I had breast cancer 8 years ago, I was the girl that did the penguin cold caps. I froze my scalp, negative 26 degrees, changing the caps every 30 minutes to keep my hair. It was a painful and experienced process. So for me, my hair was a big deal. And I think the universe played a joke on me to like lead me to LifeVantage because the summer I discovered LifeVantage, my hair was the worst it had ever been. I don't know what happened to it. I still don't know. But I started taking this collagen, and within 2 weeks, I was getting compliments on my skin. And I had been using a premium skincare for 10 years. And I was like, uh, excuse me, I've been using all of these amazing 9-step skincare systems and like rolling my face. And I just started drinking something and I'm getting compliments on my skin. And that's when I realized that it really is what you do internally to see the exterior results. It wasn't about all the creams and the rollers. It was actually what I was taking inside that was bringing it on the outside. And if you're one of those that likes to do like cold plunging or cryotherapy, you should look up the study that we have with these two products. Bringing those together gives your body the same type of response that you get from cold plunging and cryotherapy. It's pretty phenomenal. I'm one that tries to avoid pain at all costs. So this is a lot simpler way to get those same type of benefits and results. And there's a really cool study because when they brought in the collagen and merged it with the Protandim, people started experiencing side effects that they didn't know was going to happen. And because we're such a science company, they did studies on it and we're like, hey, let's look into this more. So if you want to read that study, let us know, or whoever invited you to the call to deep dive into that because it's pretty phenomenal in the way that it increases your immune system. So if you think about what's maybe wreaking havoc on your body or what could maybe be hereditary in when you're activating your cells in your neural pathways and biohacking. And I know Megan has a really phenomenal story with her son and what he had been going through ever since he was a baby. Megan, if you want to share how you started looking into this and what you told your husband the other day of like, maybe we don't need to keep doing this.
Yes, so he has struggled with eczema since he was about a year old, and it had gotten really worse over time. And in looking into all of the different products, right? Because for me, what caught my attention was the GLP-1, right? Like I had mentioned, now I'm at a point where I'm looking at the other products and learning more about what they do or how they can impact. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what if he took, the Protandim and we didn't have to worry about eczema at all? what if he didn't have to worry about food allergies anymore? What if he didn't have to, watch his diet so closely or worry about, him overheating and then his eczema and then his itching. So there was a lot of like light bulb aha moments. And so I ordered him his own patch and I'm excited to get him started. So,
Yay, I love that so much. I had a
mhm.
similar story with my friend's son and his younger brother. They have struggled with that for years, ever since we've played baseball with them. And they had their breaking point on one of our baseball trips. I was like, please try this. It was like right when I had discovered these products. And I am so amazed to see what it has done for them, because it was one of those things, having kids on a special diet. It is hard because they're around those choices all the time and they want to live the same life as the kids around them. And so I love that we're adding an extra benefit to give their bodies what they're needing and what they're lacking. So that's so cool. And I mean, look at these results. Look at these results, right? I know you're probably thinking that you already have a collagen. You're probably like me and had a big blue tub in your pantry, but that blue tub never gave my body these types of results. And now that we just introduced GLP-1, if you think about weight loss, what does that typically do to your skin? Creates that saggy, old looking skin. I'd always heard, don't lose weight after you turn 40 because you're going to look at least 10 years older, right? And thanks to the activated liquid collagen, I'm like, babe, we got this. So if you look at those results, my hair, that is one of the things that made me truly the happiest thing ever, is getting my hair back. And then this is one of our presidential consultants, Sean Poe. His face, look at, like, it just makes you happier. I love seeing these after pictures and it's like they're just naturally happier. My husband's an outdoorsy guy and all those types of things. He was never going to do a 9-part skincare system. I don't know what he washes his face with, something in the shower. Like, I can usually get him to use an eye cream, but can he take one pill and a collagen every single day? Easily, right? This is the simplest system. And with the activated collagen, I just have to add on to this. The taste, I think, is really phenomenal. It's a citrus berry extract. It has 10 different types of hydrolyzed liquid marine peptides. So not only does it activate your own collagen, it helps your body to produce its own collagen. It also helps your body to maintain the collagen that you already have and replenish your collagen. The older we get, our body stops making collagen and it's actually breaking down our own collagen. And if you don't have collagen, you basically turn into a blob. And we all know that, like, skin is your largest organ, right? I've always heard that with us being skincare people. Megan and I were like preaching skincare stuff. But what I didn't realize is that skin is our gut. Skin is our bones, our joints, our ligaments, our brain health. And I've had a lot of friends, I'm not even joking, within 3 days of using these products, voice text me, Courtney, how is this working? Am I imagining this? Friends have had this extra motivation or mood or things like that, because your brain is skin. And if you're helping that help, your gut lining is skin, right? So the bone broth and the prebios, we love all those things, but that gut health with collagen is phenomenal. And then the fat burn. I love this fat burn. It burns 181 calories just by taking this. And this helps to burn the visceral fat. And that visceral fat is the fat that really matters. That is what helps our organs stay strong and have to work less. It takes me about 2.3 miles to walk to burn 181 calories, or about 45 minutes to an hour at the gym to burn 181 calories. And I can take 2 pills to burn that amount. But not only that, is it does have a little bit of caffeine. It helps to just give me that little perk of energy and just that extra kind of motivation. And when you combine that with this Axio, Megan, I don't know what your story is on the Axio yet, but this is a product that I cannot miss. Have you guys experienced that point of life that you're like, where are my sunglasses? And they're on your head? Or like, why did I just come into this room? Like, what was I going for? This Axio is what we didn't know we needed. I'm actually seeing a lot of ads on TikTok right now for like a neuro gum, because it's activating the neurotransmitters. And when you combine that with caffeine, it sets your brain up for opening neural pathways that have a lot of times haven't even been used in a long time. And so for me, experiencing what I went through with cancer, I had a little bit of that residual, just like brain fog, but also like I talked about with the tabs being open, this gives you that focus factor. My kids also love to take this Axio before they go to school. It just activates and wakes up their brain. It gives them a little bit of energy because most of us aren't going to send our kids to school with like a cup of coffee, right? As adults, we're like, we need our coffee to wake up. This has replaced my coffee. The caffeine, if you use the caffeinated, it's equal to 1 cup of coffee. It's just a little boost. And then the decaf is also phenomenal. My personal favorite right now for caffeinated is the lemonade, the dragon fruit and the sour cherry personally. And then the decaf, I love the red raspberry and the purple grape. If you're 80s, 90s kids and you grew up on Kool-Aid like I did, the purple grape tastes like grape Kool-Aid. So it's really good. But you guys, let's talk about the product that is probably the reason why you're here today. GLP-1. This is a big buzzword. I have found that a lot of my friends were using a synthetic version. Like I said, I try to avoid pain at all cost. And so I'm not one that could do needles voluntarily. I've had Botox 1 time in my life, and it's a lot part because of the needles. Like it's not my thing. But did I want to lose some extra weight in my 40s? Yes. Like Megan, we comment on each other's stories of us at the gym when it's still dark outside. And I have not really seen results in years, truthfully. And I probably could be stricter with my diet, but I'm just not willing to. And so I added in this GLP-1 natural activator. And you guys, it is phenomenal. It's a 2-part system. And what it does is if you remember that take it to make it, you take these products so that your body can make what it's already meant to do. And so with the GLP-1, it naturally activates your GLP-1 in a 2-part system. One part is 2 little capsules that you take first thing in the morning. I keep it on my bedside table so that as soon as I wake up, I take the little capsules because then you wait 30 minutes before any caloric intake. And so I do like to take my pre-workout before I go to the gym. So I get those pills in immediately. And then I brush my teeth and like go on throughout my day. But the interesting thing about these products is that there's something in them that your body just kind of craves. I've never taken anything more consistently than our protandim and collagen and now our GLP-1. Like my friends will be like, I don't know if I'd remember to take it. I'm like, you do. Like that is the thing about it. You really do. So if you have to have little tricks in putting it by your toothbrush or whatever, but I've just found that your body kind of craves it as soon as you start with it because basically this GLP-1 system, and it's so pretty. Like, isn't it just a showstopper? I think it's so beautiful. And it's called MB Core and MB Enhance with a mind body system. Because with it being a mind body system, it's created to connect that gut access part of your brain. The GLP-1 is actually like your gut brain. And so we have that system in us, but just age, stress, hormones, if you're a woman and you've had childbirth or menstrual cycles or different things like that, all of that wears on our GLP-1 working correctly. And so if you were thinking that your diet was about willpower, or if you are like 9:30 snacking, if you're going for the cereal cabinet or just mindlessly eating throughout the day, it actually isn't your willpower. Those are actually your hormones. That's your body telling you that it's needing something. And so with this GLP-1 system, what it helps to do is to turn down the food noise. Megan, did you know that food noise was a thing? Is that just me? I hadn't thought of it or put that label on it before.
I didn't know it either, but once I heard it and I realized what it was, I'm like, oh yeah, because now I'm not looking for the next snack or like rummaging through the house like to find something to eat just to eat it.
Right? And then you're like,
Hmm.
I mean, were we hungry then? No. Sometimes
No.
I'm like, what have I eaten today? Right? So we do want to encourage you to still eat. And we have seen that people that were in the trials, there's actual trials with these products. They started their day with 30 grams of protein to kickstart, make sure that you're getting your protein in. And that's the really cool part about it because 100% of the people on the clinical trial lost 0% muscle. And that is huge because we want to keep our muscle. That is gold. That is such a big resource for us. But we want to lose that annoying fat, right? Without sacrificing our muscle. The participants in the 12-week human clinical trial, so this product has been proven in a human trial and also in an in vitro study. On average, the GLP-1 our natural system increased your GLP-1 naturally by 140%. Phenomenal, those types of results. Up to 27% visceral fat, 82% took back control of their relationship with food, and 95% had decreased sugar cravings. How does that sound to all of you? Megan, if you can give us, have you been using the MB Core and Enhance?
I
You have
have.
the system, right? Tell
Yep.
us a little bit about what you think about the flavor.
Oh, it's really good. So I think the core obviously is just a pill, right? And then with the MB Enhance, it's kind of like I don't want to say it's vanilla. Yeah, it is vanilla. But I mix it in with my, shakes, my protein shakes. I've also put it in some yogurt before. So it's really good. It actually tastes good. And it's great because you don't have to drink it, right? Like I said, you can put it in your food too.
And then with you saying that you had those side effects from being on your synthetic, that you were like, okay, I can't do this anymore. What types of side effects have you experienced with the mind body system?
Nothing bad. Just, everything has been good. It's been, not a lot of snacking. I have more energy. I am more consistent. I'm feeling really good. So no bad side effects at all.
I love that. One of the things that I've heard the most is increased energy, better sleep, deeper sleep, and better food choices. So where we're naturally gravitated, that was the thing I noticed. I was like telling my husband, I need more protein. And he's told me that for years. You need more protein. But I was like craving it. And so I was meal prepping more protein, also reaching for fruits and vegetables, which we all hear we need those things, but like it's weird when your body's like craving it and telling you that you need that. With this MB Enhance, it helps to balance your gut microbiome. It basically has fruits, vegetables, if you would eat it in a salad, and vitamins and minerals. And so I do have friends that have been using that while they're nursing. We have some, depending on the age, I don't want to give recommendations, but I have seen people at all age ranges using it as well because of the benefits and the way that it's targeted. And I had never seen that before. This is our friend Tracy Lane. She was using a synthetic as well. And what she found is that using the synthetic, she had kind of hit her peak. She was increasing the dosage, which was making her feel worse. And overall, just not experiencing that weight loss anymore, kind of started to increase the weight. And so she started using our mind body system as a pre-trial group and has loved the way that she has felt on that. Now, depending on who's been prescribing you your synthetic, I always recommend to refer to them on if you're going to use a taper off system or what things that you're going to do. When you've had that food noise turned off all the way, I've heard with some people, they're like, with Tracy, she was like, I could eat a Birkenstock. Like I was so hungry after having that gone. And so that's one of the things that I always just guide people, like whoever's been recommending it to you, refer to them because this is definitely a natural system and something that you can use long term. Now, I was delusional, Megan, in thinking that I did not need the GLP-1. I was like, I'll give that to someone else. Like, I don't really need it. And the CMO and the VP of R&D were like, no, this is a lifelong product because the GLP-1 and the hormones, that is something that we lifelong want to treat because this helps your body to work optimally. Well, within 4 weeks, you guys look at the results I had experienced. I was like laugh crying when I saw this back picture because I had no idea that's what I was walking around with. I've been hiking all summer. I've been at the parks in a sports bra and shorts. And I even joked with my mom when I was talking about this. And I was like, Mom, did you know that's what I was looking like? And she's like, oh, yeah. So, like, what was going on in the back was none of my business, right? Until I put this side by sides that I noticed that like bra roll. I was like, oh, okay, that's cute. But just even my legs like leaning out, the gut, the face, just all of that was so cool to see. And that was only in 4 weeks. And seeing everyone else with these same type of results. I love Shauna Mucklow right there in the middle. She's one of my favorites. And she is one that has really taken control of the food noise and really shares how much there's no going back after using this product in how good she feels in the energy. Same with Angie Harper up here on the top right. I could update that picture because she looks and feels phenomenal. And she's truly been on a weight management journey for kind of lifelong. And so with this product, one of the things that I really want to drive home is that this is not like our mom's diet system. This isn't a meal replacement. This isn't something that it's like you can't live your life with your families. And I just don't feel like that's our generation, that it's like, well, mom can't eat that because I'm on a diet. And maybe some of us grew up that way where we want to be with our families and do all those types of things. And so when you're turning down the food noise, you're feeling fuller longer. You're finding that you're eating less, but you can still experience those friend lunches, those vacations, those weekends, and outings with your kids without feeling like, oh my gosh, now I can't eat on Monday. That is not the purpose of activating your body. It's to fuel your body to make good choices and to feel amazing about how you look, the food choices that you're making, and what you're bringing to life. I just know 100% in helping people with their skin all these years that when you look good, when you feel confident in your own skin, you just show up in life in just such a different way. And I think that's overall all of our goals. And so now seeing people go, my jeans are fitting different. My friends have been talking about how they've been able to wear their wedding ring again. I have two friends now, and on their anniversaries, they were like, Courtney, I haven't worn my wedding ring in years, and they have their wedding rings on again. And that is such a win. It's little things that are non-scale victories that I love hearing people share, that it's not about the scale. It's about what you're bringing to life and how you're feeling. And so let's talk about this opportunity real quick. I want to value all of your time, but I want you guys to see what opportunity that we hold, because you've seen the products, you can dive into the science, research more however you want. But let's talk about what we have in our hands and why people are saying, why have I not heard about LifeVantage, and why they're hearing about it now. So you must position yourself in front of the growth curve, not in the middle, not at the end, but at the inception. And then realize that the window of opportunity is closing. So work like there is no tomorrow. And I will tell you guys, I truly don't think I've ever worked as hard as I have in the last few months. And I could be doing a lot harder work. My husband jokes with me because I'm in my bed, like in my heating blanket, texting people, or sitting on the couch, or like on my laptop. And I'm like, "Ah, mom's at work, you know?" But that is what this is. And the reason why we've been working so hard is because of the trends. And Megan and I were both a part of a company on the run to $1 billion, which is what LifeVantage is in right now. We know how important this timing is, with LifeVantage being at the $220 million mark, running to the $1 billion. Okay. If you guys are into this industry, network marketing, if you've done it before or you've never done it at all, look into what timing and the trends, because timing is a really big factor. And I have found that some people think that the timing means they need to be the first. And when you're in a company at the first, one of the first, you're building out systems. They're not data driven. They're just kind of throwing spaghetti on the wall and see what's sticking. With LifeVantage right now, they just did a 360 on the company. They have proven science, they have patents, but they know what they're doing. And now we just launched the biggest product in company history, possibly in industry history, and it sold out in 12 days. That's a pretty big sign that this product is going to be in demand. We haven't even had the product in November, and our business continues to grow and increase. We'll have it back in December, January, and then a global launch in April. What we hold in our hands is so special and unique. If you look at affiliate marketers, if you look at influencers, this is how Megan and I grew our other business, was through social media. This is how Megan came and connected with me, was through Facebook. We know the power of affiliate marketing and just sharing your own story, sharing the stories of others, and then sharing the science of these products. It is so powerful and demonstrable. And now you mix that and marry that with the fact of what's going on in America and also in other countries. But this number, Megan, this floored me. By 2030, nearly half of US adults will be obese. Half, including the nearly 1 in 4 who will have severe obesity. The obesity rate will surpass 50% in 29 states. So is this a product that 50% of America wants and needs? Yes. And what I have found is a lot of people that aren't even obese are they're the ones that are wanting this. We're wanting a change. So you marry that with the social sharing economy. 70% of people look to social media to shop. We just do. That is where I've been getting my Christmas list for my kids. I buy things all the time on TikTok, on Instagram. Like, I love to hear that. And if my friends have recommended it, of course. How many of you guys have been influenced by just seeing the movie Wicked? Like, I know for me, I was like, hold on, I want to see the reviews. I was literally watching reviews of people on TikTok to see they're actually saying about that. That is where we get our influence, right? With this company, one of the biggest things that I want you guys to know is that you don't have any inventory. You don't have to keep the products. You're not shipping it. But one of the biggest questions that Megan and I get because of the company that we were in before is there a monthly fee? No. There's no website fee. There's no app fee that you're paying. Are you required to buy products? No, you don't have to buy your own products. And also, there's no sales requirement. So I want you to just check all of those off of your list if you've been going through, okay, well, tell me how much is this going to cost me every month? And do I have to make sales? No, this is your own business. You're your business owner. So just like if you were a traditional influencer, Amazon affiliate, they're not calling you or texting you and saying, hey, you need to sell this much, right? No, this is your own business that you can make your own. And if you're following Megan's lead and a lot of the consultants on there who have had really quick success because of what we hold in our hands, follow that lead and follow those trends so that you will have that same type of success. I love this slide because now's the time to get loud about activation because people truly do need to know about these products and they want to. And I love that this is a product for men, women, kids, and even pets. Okay. There is a huge market for horses and dogs and all of those animals that we love so much. Like our golden doodle is one of our kids. Like it is a family member. And so do we want to keep him healthy? Yes, absolutely. So I love that this is just so diverse and so big global that we have so many different countries that we're opening in and have not even launched the GLP-1 to yet. So one of the things that I want you to know is how we get paid: customer sales profit, personal sales bonuses, and then fast track bonuses. So there's different ways that you get paid: daily, weekly, and monthly bonuses. My favorite thing is that email that says you have a daily bonus or you have a weekly bonus. And my friends have been talking about how those just daily and weekly bonuses have been paying for their gas, for their Costco, for their groceries, for their kids' sports. And so when you ask yourself what an extra $500, $5,000, $50,000 could do for you a month, it's pretty life-changing. Megan and I are big visionaries. So we've been chatting big time about where we want this business to go because we know what's possible. We've seen it in our other company, combining the timing, the products, and what this company holds. We know that really like dream big. I love hearing like there's no cap on this ceiling. So when people are looking at me now, I've never wanted to like be branded with a company again, Megan, but I'll tell you what, my friends are like, there's an emoji that describes you right now. And I'm like, really? And they're like, rocket ship. Like the rocket ship emoji is Courtney Watkins. And I'm like, okay, good. Because we are on a rocket ship with this. This check match bonus is really phenomenal. And I've never seen it in a compensation plan before, where you can get a check match bonus off of what your leaders are doing. So when you help other people to be successful, you are also going to receive a bonus on that. Also, these leadership pools, so you get a share of what every single person in the company has been building for 15 years in multiple markets. As soon as you hit the rank of EC1, which is 80,000 in group volume, you're going to get one share of that, all the way up to the presidential level of 20 shares of the company. So right now is where we want to recommend to you: get in where you fit in. We are the and company. You can have this business and everything else. So if you're in the medical industry, absolutely, hairstylist like me, I was trading my time for my money for too many years. And now seeing the power of what network marketing has done, I've been able to just really see the world truly with my kids and do so many other things. I don't want to make claims, but I'm a true believer in this industry and what it has done, especially those years that I had cancer and I really would not have gone into work. But now seeing what my friends are doing and seeing how fast their business is growing by helping people with their health and wellness is phenomenal. So this is the season of sharing. Reach out to whoever invited you because guess what, you guys? We get 4 discount codes. Every Monday, they drop at 11 a.m. We have 1 customer code and 3 discount codes on consultant packs. So I know that you're probably thinking, where are the packs? Where should I get in? This middle pack is my absolute favorite. It's the executive enrollment. I feel like it's just a really great price point. But this is why I love this so much, because you're going to get the activated liquid collagen, the Protandim NRF2 to reduce oxidative stress, the fat burn, the Axio, and then you also get to start with our skincare, the True Renew, which organizes your collagen with the MB system. So you can get activated now, and then as soon as the MB system is back in stock, it will ship out to you then. So that's the overview of who we are as consultants and who this company is. There's some really cool benefits right now with the Alaska cruise and our global convention being in Utah. I know that the trips really motivate Megan and I. And so we're loving what this company does, the relationships, the friendships, and really being a part of a team. We're both sports moms. I'm a baseball mom, dance mama, and Megan's on the soccer side. And we get to be on a team as an adult. It's one of the best things to have those cheerleaders, those people that are building you up and helping other people see the success in that as well. So if you guys want to circle back to whoever invited you to this call, let them know when you're ready to get started, either as a customer or consultant. Megan, what do you want to add to this?
Just don't overthink it. You're overthinking it, then it causes too many problems and you're going to wish you did it sooner. So don't overthink it. Just go for it.
I love that so much. And it's all can be learned. We have the coolest systems here and people, and that's right. Like just jump. What is it? The 15 seconds of courage can change your life.
Yep, exactly.
All right, you guys go for it. Thanks so much for joining us.
Bye.